5 on 20 News with Mike Esham.
And Frank Powers coming to you live from our studio in downtown Tucson. It's Friday. It's Casual Friday. Ow! That's right. Let's get into character. August 4th. Let's talk local headlines.
The Arizona Chamber of Commerce will not be backing the Senate immigration bill that seeks to seriously curtail the number of immigrants coming into the U.S. Glenn Hammer, winner of the Best Name Ever award and cousin of MC, as well as CEO of the chamber, said that the legislation would not be beneficial to Arizona's economy. He said that he understands the need to modernize the country's immigration system, but that the bill is not the right way to go. Hammer said that the Senate wouldn't eliminate competition for U.S. workers because many industries can't find U.S. citizens willing to work certain jobs. For example, a recent report by the New American Economy found that 63% of workers in Arizona's crop production industry are foreign-born. The Senate bill, called the RAISE Act, would cut the number of immigrants allowed to come to the U.S. by 50% over a decade. It would also change the green card application process to a point-based merit system, which gives preference to highly skilled foreign workers. Points are awarded for job skill, education level, and the ability to speak English, which many Americans, including our president, haven't quite mastered yet. Further points are awarded for those who received special awards like the Nobel Prize or Olympic medals. And finally, extra super duper points are given to individuals who can curl their tongue, burp the alphabet, and who can recite the entire contents of The Art of the Deal.
And you're not seeing double. I'm also Frank Powers. Arizona Senators John McCain and Jeff Flake introduced legislation along with 20 other senators that would hold websites liable for allowing people to advertise sex trafficking. The Stop Enabling Sex Trafficking Act was targeted at Arizona-based website Backpage.com and other similar websites that allow this type of advertising. Backpage has argued that they are protected by communication laws in displaying the advertisements. The act would also allow victims the chance to seek justice from the website, eliminate federal liability protections, and allow state law enforcement agencies to take action. Opponents of the law claim that sites like Backpage are protected under First Amendment laws. According to a statement by the First Amendment, he said, "Don't drag me into this."
All good things must come to an end, and that includes driving while texting. The grace period, I know, it's so sad. The grace period for Pima County's hands-free ordinance ended yesterday. Drivers caught using their cell phones without hands-free technology will now be ticketed according to authorities. The Pima County Sheriff's Department said that it will issue tickets of $100 for the first offense. The ordinance went into effect on June 1st, but the county was given a grace period of 60 days to get all that texting and driving out of their systems. During that time, authorities only issued 4 citations, but 361 written warnings and 386 verbal warnings. The Sheriff's Department said that its goal is to create safer roadways by eliminating distractions. Maybe next we can figure out how to take care of the distractions of the 5-foot-deep craters that dot our roads.
Roads? Where we're living, they don't pave roads. The bees are coming. The bees are coming. Someone tell Nicolas Cage the bees are coming. 3 bees to be exact. Another bee attack was reported in southern Arizona, the 3rd call this week. This time, the attack occurred in Tubac, where a man working in a tree at the Tubac Country Club was attacked after he disturbed a hive. Earlier this week, a Tucson man died after he was stung over 100 times at the Rio Rico Golf Club. On Monday, a landscaper was killed and 2 others were injured in a bee attack outside a home on the southwest side of Tucson. Attorney General Jeff Sessions is investigating whether the bees are MS-13 gang members and whether the bees will be eligible for deportation. The Trump administration is also throwing around a plan to build a wall of peppermint and tea tree oil to keep out all the illegal bees, who the president claims are all dirty, dirty liberals.
Oh.
And now, in international and national news. Bzz.
Congress passed a measure that will make it easier for World War II veterans to obtain compensation for being exposed to chemical weapons during the war. The bill, known as the Arla Herald, advanced to the president's desk after Wednesday's approval, but is yet to be signed. Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill introduced the legislation, naming the bill after one of her constituents, who was one of 60,000 Americans exposed to mustard gas by the U.S. government during World War II. The legislation came 2 years after NPR began an investigation that revealed the Veterans Affairs Department broke a promise to compensate the men. The secret chemical weapons program is now declassified and shows that the program even separated the test subjects by race. The VA claimed that they had only been able to locate 610 men out of the 4,000 they were seeking. However, NPR was able to find an additional 1,200 people in just 2 months. They also found that among those they did find, the VA had routinely denied claims from veterans who qualified for compensation. For now, the bill sits on the president's desk unsigned. Trump has reportedly been using the bill as scratch paper to try out some new tweets.
I didn't think he practiced tweets. EPA staffers are being forced to embrace the energy industry's wish list, according to a former official who resigned in protest. Elizabeth Sutherland, the former EPA official, released a damning farewell message on Monday, the best kind of farewell message. In the address, she accused the agency of being devoted to regulatory rollbacks based on requests from the energy industry. Some changes have been directly requested. EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt, while others were submitted through public comments in response to an executive order signed by Trump in February. The executive order directs federal agencies to suggest regulations to be changed, repealed, or replaced. However, a majority of the 467,000 public comments urged the EPA not to roll back regulations, including many comments from scientists. Yes, scientists. But Sutherland says that the EPA cherry-picked these comments to justify going forward with their deregulatory agenda. She says that most of the comments she was asked to review were from the coal, oil, and gas industries, and she was given 1 day to review them. One example of the EPA responding to industry pressure is Section 401 of the Clean Water Act. This gives states the authority to issue permits for facilities or activities that will impact local water quality. According to an EPA spreadsheet, the natural gas and oil industries would be affected. Other rules sought for deregulation including drinking water standards for beryllium, which would affect the coal industry, and guidance for selenium levels in fresh water, which could affect the oil industry. Sutherland said that EPA is responding to these requests as they're legitimate concerns of Americans rather than an energy industry power grab. She said that the first round of regulatory rollbacks is only a fraction of the rules that the EPA staff is now being asked to review. On the bright side, it might be helpful to grow a third hand.
I was just trying to imagine what it would be like to actually have a third hand. Just like
I wouldn't leave that
right here.
house.
That would be amazing.
Bruh.
A U.S. Senate committee approved a bill yesterday that would cut off $300 million in annual aid to the Palestinian Authority unless they stop what the Senate views as financially supporting criminals. The payment in question are being made by the Palestinian Authority to the families of Palestinians who are imprisoned. The Senate Foreign Relations Committee voted 17-4 on the measure known as the Taylor Force Act, named after a U.S. military veteran who was stabbed to death in Israel by a Palestinian. Congressmen like Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, where Force came from, were incensed to hear that the family of the man who killed Force were receiving monthly stipends of about $3,500. Palestinian officials say that they will continue the payments because they support relatives of those who are imprisoned by Israel for fighting against the occupation. The bill will also need to be approved by the House and Senate before it becomes law. The bill exempts assistance for the East Jerusalem Hospital Network and creates an escrow account. If the Palestinian Authority ceases the payments, then they will resume receiving the aid, according to U.S. officials, who are already planning a ritzy Tel Aviv spa getaway if the payments continue.
And his name is John.
Donnie Jr. got served, that's right. A grand jury issued a subpoena to Donald Trump Jr. in connection with his meeting with a Russian lawyer last June. Trump Jr. claims that the lawyer wanted to talk about a controversial adoption program that was ceased after the U.S. hit Russia with sanctions in 2015. But it was later revealed by Trump Jr. himself that he was promised damaging information on Hillary Clinton. Two sources told Reuters that the subpoenas came as Robert Mueller's investigation into connections between Russia and the Trump campaign are gaining ground. The sources said that Mueller had gathered a grand jury to give him additional tools to pursue evidence, including issuing subpoenas and forcing witnesses to testify. A grand jury is a group of regular citizens who consider whether criminal charges should be brought. The source said that the move indicates that Mueller likely uncovered information that points in the direction of criminal charges. Although it's unclear against whom, however, Trump's lawyer, Jake Sekulow, said that the gathering of the grand jury wasn't an unusual move. But Sekulow also stated a month ago that the president had nothing to do with shaping his son's statement about the meeting. This week, the White House and the president admitted that Trump helped his son shape the statement. They admitted it. So take this guy's word with a grain. Maybe a handful, maybe a whole bull. No, a dump truck. Take it with a dump truck for this side.
Possible. Well, this is 5 on 20 News with Mike Esham.
I'm Frank Powers, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube and our Facebook accounts for all the latest Creative Tucson content. Feel free to bother us at creativetucson.org/info. Stick around as Joel oh, I forgot to call Joel. Have you seen Joel around? They pay him to be here, you know.
You would think so.
Yeah.
He would be physically present at his job.
Yeah.
But no.
Okay. Joel! Joel, come here! Do you work here? Hey, buddy. Hey, come on in here. Hey. There you go. There you go. So coming up next is This Week in Mediocrity, but not quite next. You see, there's this little thing here that it's called volunteering. They don't pay me to be here. Are you getting paid to be here?
No, not at all.
The things we do. I wouldn't be surprised if you were furious. I myself, they're paying me. You know what they're paying me in? You ever hear time is money? That's right, airtime. That's right, they're gonna pay me some airtime. So This Week in Mediocrity, yeah, it's gonna be about 7 minutes. Get the hell out of here. Go get ready, we'll see you then. So stay tuned for that, This Week in Mediocrity. And maybe just hang out with me and I'm gonna explain to you what we're doing right now. Hang on a second. Hang on, let's get that hard camera over here. Here it comes. Welcome to welcome to Tucson's Creativity Corner. Oh, you got that thing going? There it goes.
A series of commercials for
Good.
Startup Tucson.
So that thing's running fine.
And I had complete creative control. And they're not sure how to feel. So let's see how you feel. I just figured I want to say something so you don't feel like you're being completely advertised to. But yes, I was asked to make a series of commercials for Startup Tucson. So here they are. There's 4 of them. Enjoy. Tucson, it's your BFF, it's your best friend forever. And I'm down here at Startup Tucson swimming in deals! All the deals from all the local bars, restaurants, everything that are participating in the 10 West Summer in the City card. We're halfway through summer, so we still want you to be a card shark and go pick up one of these cards for just $5 at a lot of the participating restaurants, bars, and local merchants that are taking advantage of all the deals, all the deals! We're swimming in deals! That's right, so make sure you participate with all your local businesses, your local bars, and everybody down at Startup Tucson so that you can save some money and have a really cool rest of the summer. Woo!
Oh, hello. Dude, Tucson. It's your BFF, your best friend forever, here to seduce you with 10 West Summer in the City card. That's right. There's nothing more sultry than all the deals that you're going to get when you participate in all of the lovely, sensual, hot
deals that are going on in downtown Tucson. Go pick up your Summer in the City card and go participate at all the local restaurants, bars, and merchants that are having fun and making the fun in the sun just a little better. Tucson, it's your BFF, it's your best friend forever. And I'm down here at Startup Tucson to talk about the 10 West Summer in the City card. That's right, for $5 at a bunch of all the local businesses, bars, retailers, merchants, they are participating, and you can too, to get all the deals. We're swimming in deals downtown. We want you to be swimming in them too. Be a card shark this summer, because summer may be half gone, but the fun's just begun. So we want you to participate in everything that we're doing with Summer in the City. Be a card shark and get all the deals. The deals! Oh, I love the deals. You guys hear something? Oh hey, Tucson, it's your BFF, it's your best friend forever. And we're halfway through summer, and I'm down here at Startup Tucson, chilling out and cooling off with this Summer in the City card. That's right, 10 West Summer in the City card. We're halfway through it, so it's time to be a card shark and make sure that you take advantage of all the deals happening all over town from dozens of businesses all over downtown Tucson. You can get the card all over the place at local, what word would I use? Dozens and dozens of local it's Summer in the City, 10 West Summer in the City card. And if you go pick it up at dozens and dozens of local retailers, so there goes and where you can get a lot of the deals. Well, I'll tell you, a lot of the deals are happening through Startup Tucson. It's Startup Tucson's. I'm stuttering too. Woo! Tucson. We're drunk on deals. That's right. You gotta get your act together and get yourself one of these Summer in the City cards. 10 West Summer in the City. The summer's halfway done, but the fun has just begun. Get your act together and get down to all the local retailers, all the businesses and all the bars that are helping us get you swimming in deals. Swimming in deals all over Tucson. It's Summer in the City. You gotta come out, go participate, and get yourself one of the Summer in the City cards. Just $5 from Startup Tucson. Woo!
Oh, no, I made it? Oh, I made it. Well, you were so kind. Commercials, I know. So they're not sure how to feel. So, I don't know. You can go to their Facebook page and go tell them what you think and pick which one is your favorite. And that's what this was all about, I guess, is I'm trying to prove that, you know what? I did a good job. So go check out Startup Tucson and tell them which one of your BFFs, that's your best Frank forever, which one of these commercials was your favorite. So go check them out. And be sure to listen to me on After Hours with Frank Powers. That's every single week on Saturdays at Downtown Radio, since you love Ed so much. Not to mention, check out Creative Tucson, 5 on 20 News. I read the news to you. Oh my goodness, I'm up to all this. So good. Anyway, check it all out at Frank and Sound on everything. Tucson, I love ya. There you go, some of that local community support. Mike, what'd you think of that? Where the hell's Mike? Hey, Mike! Well, I guess Mike's gone. But, all right, hey, you loved it. So yeah, there you go. There's a little of that community love, community spirit. So I'm helping out Startup Tucson over here, Creative Tucson. Like, share, and subscribe to all the things that we do because we're making a lot of fun. And that's the thing. You volunteer here, and then they help you out. Some of that airtime, I love it. So heck yeah, come volunteer, do some stuff. We always need people making shows, making content. And speaking of that, where the hell is Joel? Joel! Come on, Joel! What are you? Jeez, but hey, are you excited? How you doing? Did you like what you watched? I'm sure you did. Thanks.
Beautiful. Yeah,
so,
like
listen, yeah, the shark. All right, the shark was good actually. No, thank you. And Joel does all the great stuff. Joel writes a lot of news around here. I'm not sure if you know that. He also has this little thing coming up called This Week in Mediocrity. Last week's was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I was actually doing the teleprompter on it. So yes, come down, volunteer, do that sort of stuff. And then Joel's going to be right back with This Week in Mediocrity. What are you talking about this week?
Today we're going to talk about, well, I don't know if you knew this, this week was American Dreams Week. They have those theme weeks.
Oh.
And the Trump administration, they celebrated American Dreams Week by passing legislation to limit immigration. So I felt like that was a nice gift to the American dream.
Is the
So we're going to talk
antithesis.
about that. We've got Brother Love's on there today. We've got Ultimate Warrior. There's Richard Spencer. We've got so many.
You did just name 4 of the 5 names you just named were wrestlers. I believe I heard the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby. That's right. All right, and then what? Brother Love's gonna be there. Yeah, red in the face. The Ultimate War. Are you kidding?
They're all going to show up.
This is a mediocrity you can't miss.
It's going to be a treat.
All right, stay creative, Tucson.
See you in a minute.